A massive topic of interest is what equipment and software should you use for creating YouTube content. Now, if you go online and search this simple question, there are way too many videos with different opinions on certain equipment and cameras they think works best. This could either make you purchase the wrong product or just flat out make you confuse and procrastinate. So in this video, I wanted to simplify that answer and just give you guys the bare necessities that I use for creating amazing YouTube content. All the links and everything provided will be in the description, or on the left side there will be a documentation module that you can go ahead and click on to get the information. Alright, so let's go ahead and hop into equipment I recommend on a budget. The first thing we need to cover is cameras. Now, a ton of people would say that you need to purchase a $1,500 camera in order to achieve maximum quality, but to be honest, that's just flat out a lie. Most of the time, what it really comes down to is having amazing lighting. In another video, I will go ahead and cover more on lighting so you guys can get the best lighting possible, but I first want to go ahead and make that clear to you that really it comes down to lighting. At the end of the day, you just need a camera that can record up to 1080p and 60 FPS. Now, this could actually be your iPhone or Android device. Most of the recent versions of the phone actually has a high quality definition camera on it. Now, iPhone usually doesn't immediately from default settings have camera recording at the highest quality. So what I recommend for some of you guys who are using iPhone, go ahead and follow the instructions on the screen. Just go to your settings, go ahead and turn on the iPhone settings to go ahead and change the quality and make sure the quality is up to the standard that it needs to be at. Now, I know a ton of YouTubers who has actually used the iPhone as their main camera for a very long time before they actually purchased a real camera. So if you are on a budget, just be resourceful and get what you already have, or that can be on a budget that films 1080p 60 FPS. When it comes down to webcams that plug directly into your computer, I recommend using the Logitech HD Pro Webcam C920. Now, this device works best for those of you who are mainly focused on screen sharing your computer screen using OBS or showing off your face on there. But it's a lot of streamers, people who want to go live on YouTube, they usually use a software or a webcam like this. So if you're trying to go live, for sure this is one way you can go ahead and do it, is use a webcam. What the perks are with using a webcam versus a traditional camera, for those of you who are in the YouTube niches that are mainly based around showing off your computer screen, is that if you are in a situation where you don't have the time to video edit, softwares like OBS will allow you to quickly just press record and have your webcam and screen be ready to go. This helps you to go ahead and quickly plop it into the video editing software and get it edited in less than 2 hours. Now, I personally recommend filming the camera and the actual computer screen separately and then edit it together. But like I said, for those of you who are in a rush, you can go ahead and use a software like OBS and go ahead and get a webcam and then your computer screen and put it all in that one program and record it all together. The next piece of equipment on a budget would be the microphone. Now, I personally found two main microphones that work best for your iPhone or Android devices. The first one is a lavalier clip microphone. Now, this works really the best for just hushing out the echoes or sound around your room. Now, it can still sometimes pick up a little bit of echoes, but it minimizes the amount of echoes that's in your room. An example is that actually in the room that I'm filming in right now, it's pretty echoey, but there's probably not that much of an echo that you can hear on this lavalier microphone that I'm using right now for this video. The other microphone I recommend is the Rode VideoMic. Now, this is a microphone that plugs perfectly into your iPhone or Android devices. It is built in to focus on picking up the audio from one direction. So again, this helps a bit for just the whole room that's filled with echoes or loud noises, where it only focuses in on audio that's directly one way. However, because it plugs directly into the phone and not next to your mouth, it will still pick up way more loud noises in the room than it would with a lavalier microphone. But I do recommend using that microphone if you are doing vlogs or moving around a lot, because with a clip mic, it's a little bit more difficult to move around. When it comes down to microphones that plugs directly into your computer, I recommend on a budget getting the Blue Snowball microphone. This microphone is honestly the best microphone for a person on a budget. There's even to this day pros on YouTube who still rely on this microphone despite the fact that they could totally spend $2,000 on an insanely better microphone if they wanted to. The Blue Snowball really does it all. But look, at the end of the day, it's just about being resourceful with what is in front of you and getting the bare necessities down. However, if you do have a lot of capital and a lot of money and you're okay with spending a lot more, then we're gonna go ahead and get into the more expensive, more high tier equipment. So you guys with all that money who doesn't care about spending a couple $1,000s can go ahead and hop right into this equipment right off the bat. When it comes down to a high tier camera, I recommend the Canon 80D. The Canon 80D is actually what I'm using right now to film this video. Now, as I previously stated, it really comes down to the lighting, but this camera camera does it all. So once you have the lighting in order, which is what I have right here, and I'll break down a little bit more about lighting, but once you have that figured out, then getting the Canon 80D can help you so much because it lights up this entire room, it records the best quality, it really stands out. One of the good things about using an actual camera and not just your iPhone is that with cameras, they actually allow you to do a lot more settings and a lot more advanced features than your iPhone or your Android device. So honestly, I really recommend eventually when you have the capital, go ahead and get a camera like Canon. When talking about a high tier microphone, I recommend using the Lavalier clip microphone as I previously talked about, but I do recommend also getting the Rode Video Go mic along with the Lavalier clip mic. So here's an example. Right now I have this Lavalier clip mic, but I also have a system called the Rode Video Go mic, which is this little mini thing, and I'll show like more B-roll, but this is the little thing, and it's like receiving the audio that I'm talking right now, and it's going straight into a receiver that plugs straight into the camera. So it automatically syncs the whole quality and audio into the camera. So that's personally what I use right now, is I use those components, but it's a super useful one for any of you guys who wanna go ahead and move into a microphone that's a little more advanced. When it comes down to filming and recording your audio on a computer, I recommend getting the Shure SM7B. Huge stars like Michael Jackson and many other celebrities have actually used this microphone to record crisp audio. Now with this microphone, it does also require you to get the Focusrite amplifier, which costs a little bit more, but it also allows you to customize the settings a little bit better with this. Now let's go ahead and hop into some things about teleprompters. Now I personally film most of my videos with a teleprompter. I love doing word for word scripts because I believe that if you write a word for word script, you really get the best components of your script and of your video out there. For those of you who don't know what a teleprompter is, it allows you to see words on a reflected mirror and read off the script while looking directly at the camera. It is really simple. All you do is place your iPad onto the prompter and download a teleprompter app that will slowly move the text down as you read the script. Now just in general, reading a word for word script allows you to get to the point faster, and I don't miss anything along the way with my scripts, which overall helps the video performance. The specific teleprompter I use is the Pad Prompter. The links for all the equipment will be down below in this video if you guys are wondering. Alright, next let's go ahead and hop into the lighting and everything you need to know about what equipment for lighting. Now, the key to an amazing quality videos is having good lighting. You could have a $1,500 camera, but if your room is dark and you do not have good lighting, that camera will not do you any favors. So it is very important to get lighting equipment for the best quality video possible. The only lighting equipment you really need at the end of the day is the Neewer ring light. Now this thing is what I'm currently using right now to film this video. It works super well and makes the whole room light up, which is what you need for a good high quality video. And then on top of the lighting, I'll also take the footage of the camera and move it into an editing program and add some color effects and grading to make it stand out even more, which will go ahead and lead us into the software that you should get for yourself. With the video editing software using a PC, I recommend Adobe Premiere Pro. Now, if you're using a Mac, I recommend Final Cut Pro. Now these softwares cost some money, but definitely if you get started at the learning process of editing with these softwares, it will massively help you in the future with possibly even getting a side income using editing and editing other people's videos. Just in general, learning how to video edit is such a good skill to have, and it's very important if you're growing a YouTube channel. So I recommend just go ahead and take time out of your day to spend a lot of time learning how to edit videos. Video editing is becoming such a massive skill set to have, so I highly recommend you get on top of that. I personally use Adobe Premiere Pro because it does everything for me, but for those of you who are on Mac, Final Cut Pro is the way to go. For softwares that record your screen, I recommend OBS. Now OBS has a ton of benefits that allows you to record, stream, and many more features that captures the best moments of your computer screen. The cool thing about OBS, it is actually for free, so it doesn't charge you or anything like that, so no worries about that. So that's it for my equipment and software recommendations. If you have any other questions, let me know in the comments of this video down below, and I'll be sure to try to get back to you guys as soon as possible. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll go ahead and see you guys in the next video of this course. Peace.